No, it's even worse. Worse. Okay, where have we been? Oh yeah. I did this part, the lower part in there. I think it's time that we head to this mansion over here, the cathedral or whatever it is. What? I think it's a bit strange that they called the Sides of Grace bridge leading to the village, because you should expect that we come from this side. And hey, Nomad. Peanut butter with a little bit of yogurt and some honey is tastier than ice cream. Probably. And peanut butter in general is sick. It's nice. Can't remember. I think I ate peanut butter with something really weird, and it was just incredibly tasty. Oh no! I had a few years in which I put some peanut butter in my curry. I don't know if that's legit, but it's a guilty pleasure of mine. So, oh, belt. Oh. Raging Beast. Raging Beast. It's an interesting location. Is this the question is this the skill that Red Beer is using, or is it a skill of the one with the beast claws? I mean, it chose the beast claw, but is this the one that Red Beer is using? Let me look it up. Raging Beast. Hmm. I probably just have to use it once to check it out. I'm really glad you're giving me like food advice because I'm eating pretty unhealthy, I think. So many wolves. I have to say, I'm really proud of my of the compendium already. I think it looks pretty neat, and things can be found very easily. It will be pretty awesome with every entry that I will add. Uh-oh. There we go. Should be able to jump up there. Impossible to get up there. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's bad. I need to craft. The standard fire pots also work, are you sure? And hey, Mogino. You mean like those? The hefty fire pots? I mean, let's see. I'm crafting one just to be sure. Man, that's awesome. Ah, that's... Oh my god, they're not really doing a lot of damage. I mean, it's better than nothing. Oh. I need way more. Like 6 maybe. Or... Yeah, okay, I can craft already. That's better. Cerulean sapping cracked here. Have you guys seen the compendium already? I know there's not much in it yet, but I don't know. I'm just really happy about it. I'm proud of it. I don't know if you guys know that feeling, but whenever you create something by your own and you're satisfied with your and when you're satisfied with what you created, it's such a nice feeling. It's just, it feels rewarding in some way. Yeah, there are not many entries yet. I included the the explanation of the assumptions that I have in mind by doing my lore research. So it's a huge part of the Let's Finally Crack Elden Ring video that I included, and besides that, the entry regarding the prophecy was the first one, and a few moments earlier I included an entry regarding belts. So what I'm doing is, I'm more or less trying to include all the important informations of the We Are Godwyn series. That's what I'm aiming for right now. Yeah, I have to probably at some point do an entry regarding From Software's storytelling and how I imagine it, because I think that's probably the crucial part. So many white wolves. Do you think it will feel like restriction, or is that something you know, the thing with the methodology is for one, yes, you are restricting yourself to the methodology, but at the same time, if the methodology works, then you have like tools in this methodology that for one are justified because those tools are working with good results, and the restriction in that sense on these tools, I think, is not a bad thing, because it helps you also to focus on on the crucial information or on the crucial perspective. I mean, to figure the right methodology out is something else, but to work with a methodology that works is a pretty good thing. At least that's what I think. Because without any method, your line of reasoning becomes less less justified and comprehensible sometimes. So if you are restricting yourself to a methodology, then it becomes more accessible, comprehensible, and yeah. And more believable in a sense. The results, I mean. I mean, it's literally what math, what in the history of math happened. They try to break down the tools that you're using in regard to proving statements, and math is probably the strictest subject in science. Because you know what happened in math is they kind of restricted them. The the most that they could, so the results that they get contain the most believable statements. I hope that I articulate myself good here. Reduce the variables. Yeah, I think you could say that. How close to the correct methodology do you think the US is at the moment? I mean, what should I say? I think I'm pretty close, but yeah, from time to time there might be something new that I have to add, maybe. You know, at some point in my research, it was just okay. There's, I felt that there are many different stylistic devices that From Software is using, and I tried to make myself an overview, but also to make it more comprehensible to others, but also for myself. You know, because if you have an overview for yourself, it's like structuring your own thoughts. And yeah, I just added everything that I observed as a stylistic device, you could say. And if there's something else in the game that I haven't added yet, I would do so, of course. I mean, it's more or less pattern recognition. So, for example, color coding. It was more. I worked with the assumption, or I had the idea in mind that they might code areas or characters with colors. And at the point where I recognized this in regarding 2 or 3 color combinations, or color schemes, I was at a point. Okay, they're using this not only once, this method, but several times. So I added it to my list of stylistic devices. And kind of makes sense, right? And it also makes sense from the perspective of From Software, because if you have a method in creating something or scattering hints, you're not using it just once. If you're color coding with one color, then you are going to color code other stuff with other colors as well, to make as much use of it as you can, and to give everything as much depth as you can. This area is so empty. Game theory? I mean, I'm actually theorizing about you know, the question that I asked myself all the time was, what the fuck had they in mind when they were writing these flavor texts? Because they appear so weird, and I mean, I don't think that there's a guy in their studio and just thinks so, hey, I'm just typing some kind of bullshit in it. Doesn't have to make sense. Doesn't have to connect to everything else as well. I don't know. I'm just, for example, like, I don't know. You know what I mean, right? I mean, the flavor text information seems sometimes really odd. And so I always try to get their perspective. Why did they fucking wrote these things? And what had they in mind? And yeah, so what I was trying to say is, I was theorizing a lot about how From Software even creates all the content that we have in game, and what is their perspective. So yeah, part of my theory is also about the creative process of From Software, because I think this is the only way, or is crucial to understanding the storytelling. So, and you know that I am a believer of everything that I'm confident with what I say, and shit, I lost my common thread. Wait. Yeah, what I was trying to say is that I'm pretty confident with what I think about their creative process, and I think that if I make it accessible and comprehensible to others, I think we might, as a community, might even understand other From Software games better than before too. So this might recontextualize older games as well, and might help in understanding games of the future as well. Oh, see? This perspective is incredibly deliberately designed. It's just that I'm not sure why or what exactly their astrolab has to do with the moon. I mean, it's kind of obvious, but I wonder if there's more to it. You really think they don't want us to understand? Why do you think they don't want to understand us? Don't want us to understand the story? Unevocally, what does that mean? The thing is that I don't even believe that it's created unevocally as well. I think the whole the whole team of From Software is part of the process. It's just the matter of the method and their work processes. I actually think that it's manageable. And on the other hand, Miyazaki is indeed involved in almost all processes. So, of course, he's not executing everything on his own. But I've read about in interviews that a lot of the processes starts with ideas of Miyazaki. And I think it's probably already enough. Did you know that Miyazaki is making the storyboards for the trailers even? I mean, the other team members by From Software are like executing or interpreting the ideas of Miyazaki and then even produce videos with other people as well. But the first ideas and the storyboard comes from Miyazaki as well. Needs a community to reconstruct the lore. Don't forget that's what Miyazaki studied. They want us to understand as a community in the stream era. Might be. You suppose... You mean the possibility that certain writers were given purview, free reign over what coded references are placed in the game? Oh, believe me, I think it's actually manageable to create such depth that we have, or that I state that there is in game. It has more to do with the method, you know. Just because it appears so incredibly depth from our perspective doesn't mean that it has that it was that it is demanding in the same way as creating it. Creating such connections is less demanding than trying to understand them. I think we probably have almost everything that we need in game. But yeah. In my opinion, if the community is not able to evolve, then I'm at least aiming for a new generation of lore enthusiasts. Either, in my opinion, either the community is able to evolve and leave old perspectives behind, or we need a new generation. New generation of lore enthusiasts and theorists. Or we will just have an elite maybe in the end, I don't know. But I'm trying to carry a little bit. Or to step forward in that sense. I don't think there will be anything revealed in the movie. Don't hope too much. It was written by Alex Garland, not by Miyazaki himself. The most that I would expect are maybe some allusions, subtle allusions or references that might have been included through Miyazaki, but for the main part, I don't think that we will get any revelations in the movie. Okay, let's see.
Well, we don't often receive visitors. I am Ymir. Welcome to Manus Meta. It is a pleasure to have you. In lands so forsaken as these, chance encounters are precious indeed. Seeing that we have convened here on this day, allow me to mark the occasion with a modest offering.
So, Ymir is a greater will parallel. His headpiece is kinda alluding to this very heavily. Because it is mentioning the greater will directly. And that it is a symbol for it, I think. And I think in Ymir's parallel, the fact that he is giving us a map, he is in a way, he's guiding us. And I think actually it parallels the guidance of grace. And the color alone of the whole lead necklace is making me suspect that it might be a reference to Renner. America Renner. Not sure yet, but that's what I suspect. It was a teaching of Count Emir. The fate of the one who sounds the hanging bell will be guided by the stars. The child's grave? Oh. That Yuri is a Radagon reference. The way how he says that he failed to birth Yuri, the little finger creeper, the right way is a reference to the circumstances that Radagon wasn't able to become a full god and Elden Lord in a way. And the name Yuri also fits because I think Yuri derives from a word meaning farmer. In a way, you could interpret Radagon as a farmer. There's also a reference regarding Dung Eater and Bogart probably. Because there's a tale of a Bogart and a farmer. Folklore. So wait, I have to speak to him again, I think.
The map I gave you charts the site of a hallowed ruin. It is said that after sounding the hanging bell there, one's fate will be guided by the stars. I only wish to be of service, to help those who fight for their purpose. I'm not mistaken, am I? I can see it in your eyes. You are a fighter, are you not? Is something the matter? I've given you a map to the hallowed ruin. Oh, I suppose you expect a lesson of me, do you? I know the feeling. Those with purpose are nothing if not ravenous. For power. For truth.
For truth. What does apologetic mean? Oh, no, he's just apologetic because yeah, he wasn't able to. I mean, he's just apologetic here in the parallel. I think it's supposed to emphasize that he was already trying to birth him the right way or fully, which he wasn't able to do so. The same way as Radagon hasn't become a full god and Elden Lord.
I am a glintstone sorcerer. We study the stars and examine the life therein. Are you familiar with our findings? Long ago, we began as stardust, born of a great rupture far across the skies. We too are children of the greater will. Is that not divine? Is that not sublime? And yet, none can fathom its implications. Its utter brilliance.
I think it's a bit weird that he is teaching Miriam's vanishing. Yeah, in-game lore-wise, he was Relana's tutor. I think it's part of the parallel actually, because I think Rana was in some way, yeah, a student or gaining her knowledge through the greater will. Oh.
Oh, yes. Do mind your feet around the church. You wouldn't want to hurt the little boy. Is something the matter to squeeze another lesson out of me?
The little boy.
Is something there to squeeze? Is something there to squeeze in the...
Okay, I thought I might unlock a dialogue line, but no. And Jolan is also America Runner parallel.
I've no interest in small talk. My only concerns are the concerns of Count Emir, and you are not among them. Only, there is one thing I will say. Count Emir's kindness is a gift. Should you cross him, you will sorely regret it. Begone. There is nothing more to say. Begone. There is nothing more. Begone. There is nothing.
Be gone. Yeah, it's okay.
Is something there to squeeze? Ah, you met Jolan.
Jolan.
Well, I hope that she behaved at least. The poor girl has overcome grave misfortune. Her tongue can be sharp at the best of times, but don't think that makes her a bad person. It's no surprise her little sister too has a heart of gold.
That woman doesn't want me, yeah. A heart of gold. So we know the heart is symbolic for the soul. So, a heart of gold is probably referring to a soul corrupted by grace, I would say. Or entangled with grace in some way.
Is something here to squeak?
And her little sister, in this case, is what is she called? Anna? Yuri, beloved child, taken before his time. My beloved. Yeah, as I said, I think it's about Radigan. Oops. Dum, dum, dum. Carrion sovereignty. Sovereignty. Galen slap fireflies. Everything is stronger and better. Yeah. Kinda true. By the way, I actually think that Marika Rena and Renala in the academy are in some ways sisters. Although at least they're in some way related. I don't it's just that there is Anna, the other night sorceress. Hey JJ. And hey Come and Joe, by the way. Haven't seen you often here in this channel. What fit the three sisters? Yeah, the three sisters are strange. Not sure what they're actually referring to. Oh, that's that's nice to hear, JJ. It's just that sometimes people are just joining the chat because it's somewhere live on YouTube, you know? The people that have nothing to do with this channel in general. That's why I sometimes just asking. So 3 dew gem. On night tinged dew. Well pickled turtleneck. That's a strange combo. Dew gem together with well-picked turtleneck. Yeah, this one here in particular, this area is interesting because there are these Sunrealm soldiers that can be found here. I don't think there's any other area in the DLC having these. One blessed bone shard. That's kind of weird. I mean, it's probably referring to these. To these skeletons, I think. Or is it pointing towards these, towards the gravestones over here? Okay, there's one soldier lying on the grave. That's unusual. Together with the grave glove ward 6. Whatever the fucking grave glove ward means. There's definitely something going on with these glove wards in the DLC. I don't know exactly what, but there's also a spirit gravestone. I have to check this one out with the cheat engine again, because I think they even placed one of the one soldier in an odd way, because he was laying on the gravestone and all the others are usually coming up from the earth. And then you have this grave glove ward 6 nearby and this one spirit gravestone. It's just that I think there's probably something to it. And even the best blessed bone shard was probably pointing towards this spot. Yeah, am I missing the entrance? Eh? Oh, it's... Oh. Yeah, I just realized that I'm above it, yeah. Yeah, absolutely true. There are definitely there are a lot of corpses and chairs pointing towards interesting locations. I think most of them are orientated towards the Earth Tree, but there are also some corpses pointing towards different locations, which is definitely interesting. One of my favorite corpses in chairs is the one right next to the First Church of America. A strange one near Morn Castle that are overlooking the sea. Yeah. There are even several chairs. Some are just laying on the ground, and you have these angry jellyfish around it as well. And I think you even have 2 items, or even 3, I don't know. I think there's an Terra leaf probably, and the smithing stone. Or it's something else, I can't remember. Meteor impact site on the ocean? What exactly do you mean? Oops. Where exactly? Oh, you mean this thing? I mean, it looks more like a whirl to me. But who knows? I mean... Okay, we are in the church district. Two crab eggs. Four thin beast bones. And 2 strip of white flesh. Fireproof pickle liver. I just realized that he has also this interesting mask. This double face mask. I don't think that many of them have these. He even disappeared in a really strange way. Usually they don't disappear. 3 amber of Masmo. Oh, I forgot to go that way. The mask can be obtained, yeah, but by killing another NPC, the one in the church over there, I think. That one. The first time I went this way, I was incredibly scared. Because I didn't know if this thing can actually come up and attack you. But I don't think that is happening. Great Grave Glove Ward. Shit. Can I jump on that roof? I don't think so.
soul, favor me with thy grace. I have met many who would threaten or distress thee, and quelled each and all, and I hereby swear to never cease. So please, grant me thy grace. Leave me with my solitary light.
Such an interesting dialogue. I wish he would say it again. Maybe he does when we reload the area. Lightning proof pickled liver. Hmm. Rune of an unsung hero. Oh, no, I haven't talked to the other NPCs already yet. I probably should do so. He got also okay. They are all wearing these masks, as it seems. I've never noticed that. That one also was wearing that mask. The great heroes of the war were richly blessed by the grace of the Earth Tree, but were not honored in death. I wonder who the unsung hero is. I got the Iris of Occultation. Should I give him the Iris of Occultation?
Queen Marika, I implore thee, bestow thy grace. Take not from me my solitary light. Queen Marika, I'm
Save before you do. Yeah. But we're not honored in death is something that I don't really get. Blessed by grace aplenty, but we're not honored in death. Oh, that's the worst part. The banners are... Okay, that's strange. I didn't know if that's intended, but the back side of the banner is different than the front side. It's mirrored. So it's always the left side that is missing. I wonder if it's supposed to mean something. That the left half is probably dead or something. I don't know. But the strange thing is just it's when you look from this side, it's the left side. When you look from the other side, it's also the left side, which what doesn't really make sense. Because the hole is on the other side. Do you know what I mean, guys? Yeah, it's probably something like this, an image, or some separate layer. I don't know. Fire, yeah, the fire rotating is something that I saw as well. It's also the grass. You can see the grass rotating. But it shouldn't be that hard to, like, just have the right side on the other side, you know? It shouldn't just be that difficult to have the opposite side fitting to the better. So where's the sides of grace? It is Radagon's left side that is missing. Three have to beast bone. Let's go with a cutscene. I think so too, that Radagon is the right and Marika's the left in some way. Well pickled turtleneck. Oh, that's true. That's a good catch. His painting shows the right side. America's side is the left side. That's true, actually. Wow. Nice catch. Okay, we got a wall picket turtleneck. A ghost glove ward. Oh, I died. Well. Is this... That one has already... Once again, a different model, I think. I don't think it's the same model than the other ones. It has some strange spot on in the neck. It looks like there's something missing. You see this? Oh, here is it where we get the Mantle of Thorns sorcery. Then this was a Radagon reference actually. They placed these the boats here. That's kind of strange. Okay, this one also has the same neck. Oh shit. It almost looks like that he usually had two heads. And one is missing. Zombies? You welcome. Whew. For rada fruit. What else? 6 string. Number 6. Oh, for fuck's sake. What does the number 6 mean? So, some fortunate circumstances regarding Radagon. Oh, again, 2 crab eggs. Oh my god. Yeah, wait. 6 kukri. And 4 smithing stone 4. Again, number 6 and number 4. 46. Hey, fan. What up? Holy. Oh, 1.0 is so interesting. So I worked myself through the entire 1.0 informations. I probably read it already once, but if you have something interesting to point out, go for it. It's always interesting to think about these things. Oh shit. Death Mask Helm. At the sword monument near the Lanciax fight near Lane Dell, the one that says the routing with the ancient dragons govern the golden from in 1.0, the sword monuments don't have interaction text, but there was a celestial dew just on it. From the start of the game, it is the only one having an item. You mean the only okay, that's really interesting. I didn't know that actually. Where did you found it? Are you playing the 1.0 version? So what I haven't done yet is playing the 1.0 version, but I watched like a 4 or 5 hour video, which was just summarizing every little detail of, or almost every little detail of 1.0 and what's its different. One point oh recreation mod. Oh, that's nice. Dang. But that's really interesting. Oh my god, there's so much to do, or so much that we could do and examine. I mean, playing the 1.0 version just to look at all these changes. What do you mean by that description? Oh, of the mod, okay. Yeah, the network test is also really interesting, I think. Especially because of the classes. Yeah, I mean, especially because it is a mod and not like the original 1.0, or at least, I mean, it's recreated, right? So, yeah, makes sense to be skeptical, I think. Three shadow sunflowers. It's a bit weird that these are different banners. The banners on the right don't have a crest on them, while the other ones have it. Hmm. What does progeny mean again? Fire Knight Seal. Oh, okay. Children. Ah. Like offspring. Hmm. Okay, guys, let's go. I'm gonna do this boss and then I'm done for today. Tree Worship Sanctum. Holy macaroni, I'm doing a lot of damage. Oh, that was a grab attack? Oh. Shit. Try the true base. Oh shit. The shadow tree, the shadow tree is probably the shadow tree avatar is probably paralleling events that happen towards the shadow tree. I think it's pretty obvious, at least. I mean, the number 3 is so heavily emphasized here, and the shadow tree, the final explosion made me think that actually, yeah, the final explosion, I think it's referring to a shattering. It's probably the shattering of the old Elden Ring. Shit. Shit. Could also, yeah, have to do with maybe Maricus or Renna's death, I mean, in the distant past. So it's definitely about the death of something. Especially because the number 3 is so highlighted here. Wait, what is resembling the death mark? Which base? Near the hole? Bro, there was no... Oh my fucking god. Okay. Now let me see. Swear to God, I hate this. Shit. Shit. Whew. Okay. What was that? Thank God. Oh, come. Okay, let's see if there's the death mark somewhere. Couldn't recognize it. Shit! 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 What? Oh. He's doing it 3 times. Yeah, I needed to take a closer look with FreeCam and Cheat Engine. I fucked up. Okay. Phase 1. Oh man. Yeah, what else is speaking for the shattering is that you got there's some interesting star cluster or something that looks like a star cluster on the Shadow Tree avatar. So it's not only resembling the Shadow Tree, but also contains a reference to maybe the Elden Beasts of the distant past. There's an item dropped. Why is that an item? I should use my physics. Wondrous physics flasks, probably. Oh my god, this makes absolutely fucking sense. Okay, hear me out. Now it makes absolutely fucking sense why we got Mikola's Great Rune in here. Supposed... So, I mean, from the perspective that everything here is a parallel. Because the whole Shadow Tree avatar is like referencing a shattering. And therefore, it kind of makes sense that we get a broken rune afterwards. And in the whole parallel in the DLC, I'm anyway interpreting already Mikola as the Elden Ring or Greater Will. You know, it makes completely sense now why we got Mikola's Rune in here. Broken and bereft of its bounty. And I think it even makes sense why it is pink. Think it should be in the lands between. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, as I said earlier, I think the DLC in general is like everything in here is probably meant symbolic. Yeah. There are quite a lot of these skulls with broken runes. I don't know if that's common. to have so many of these broken runes in here. It could be that the broken rune is actually referring to the broken Elden Ring, maybe. As I said, I think nothing that happens in the DLC really happened. I think it's all more or less a dream world, but contains information regarding the actual story in the lands between, but more in a symbolic way. Because I think this is how From Software's storytelling works. It just blew my mind to see Mikola's Broken Rune here, because it kind of makes sense now. The death mark would be really interesting if it's actually if it's really there. And the color gold is now gone. More or less. But I'm still wondering what the Enshrouded by Shadow, the tower Enshrouded by Shadow might mean. I mean, we don't have Rani's rune either, right? Godwyn's rune doesn't appear as well. Melena's rune also. I mean, they were all considered demigods, probably. I mean, Godwyn and Rani for sure, but wouldn't be Melina also be a demigod, probably? I don't think if it's a problem that we don't have Mikkela's rune in the base game. Sunken Chapel. Yeah, pretty much done here, right? Yeah. I mean, the remaining demigods, yeah, they were probably fighting over them. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Bye bye, guys. I have to go to bed and sleep. Yeah. See ya, guys. See ya soon. And yes, yeah, I hope you guys have a nice week. Good night, guys.